Going live. You're live! Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Diablo II Resurrected on the, beta, on the GTX 1050 Ti, 570 and 1650 Super. How are you guys doing? So this game is pretty old, but it got resurrected, so it has better graphics. And I've been trying it for a few minutes to see the performance, and it's pretty demanding on the GPU, which is pretty interesting. But expect the same game as before, with better graphics and some extra additions. Hey, Jim76UH, Paradise Decay, you tried this game for 10 minutes and you felt it was awful. Well, yeah, it's pretty outdated, yeah, especially on the gameplay department. But I wanted to show you this. This is the highest settings at the moment on the 1050 Ti. How are you doing? No, Atata. Long time no see. So, and there's also a legacy options, video options. So there's a button when you can toggle between the old graphics and the new ones, which is pretty interesting. There's a separate options menu for the legacy mode. So the legacy mode will be also maxed out because whatever. So let's get into the game right away. Gotta create a character. And this is an open beta, guys. If you want to check it out, link in the description. Instructions in the description. You only need battle.net, the place where you download Warzone. Well, you should be able to download the Diablo beta. Okay, Amazon, skill with spear and bow. Yeah, sure. Let's call her Jeff Bezos. There we go. Come on, Jeff, let's go. Please make benchmark on RX 580. It's 10 frames ahead of the 570, so expect basically the same numbers. Well, basically the same numbers, a few extras. We're using the 1050 Ti at the moment, and as you can see, already we only have 30 frames per second, and this is the maximum settings. And you might say, hey, visually it's not that impressive. Why does it run like this? And that's a valid criticism, but yeah, this is apparently how it goes. Although it looks a lot better than the original, if you ask me. But yeah, you feel like the game is outdated, basically. Hang on, I'm going to put the legacy controls because I'm kind of lost. I can move with WASD? No, this is not one of those. There we go, legacy controls. Thank God.
Not here.
Let me see. Holy hell. How do I zoom in? I know that there's a button to zoom in, and I'm missing it. Oh, whatever. So, as I was saying, performance is pretty poor, but the game looks a lot better than the original. Still, pretty disappointed with the numbers. I mean, only 30 frames on the highest settings. Let me see if I can disable something, only one thing. Better yet, let's put it on the low preset. So low preset. Nice. Tranquilo. Sorry, my dog is in the background. So let's put it on low and let's see what happens. But again, pretty disappointed with the numbers. Yeah, even on the lowest we're getting below 60 frames. Let me see if I can go even lower. Ambient occlusion off. Yeah, you're not getting over 40 even on the lowest, so you can't zoom in. I tried zooming in before, and I could do it, but now for some reason I cannot. That's fine. But as you can see, even on the lowest settings, we only get like 10 frames more. So why bother going for low settings if you can get 30 frames? So in this case, due to the nature of the game, I'll just stick to 30 frames. Holy hell, but I was expecting a lot better numbers considering how the game looks. Anyways, there's a button that you can press G and you change to the old graphics, so this will be... Hang on. I think my keyboard is not working properly. Yeah, hang on. I'm going to restart the game. For some reason my controls are weird. I'm going to restart. Because I cannot even change the... nothing with the controls. Good way to start. I'm doing fine. What about you, man? You can switch through the old and new graphics. Yeah, I tried, but the keys weren't working. I think that's because I changed the preset of the key to Resurrected. I know my bindings are different. Let's try that again. Where do they put those 3.7 GB of VRAM? I don't know. I don't know. I have the same question. Nothing against the game, of course, but what the hell with the performance?
Not in town. Not here.
Yeah, I don't know why my controls are all over the place. Let's try this again. Okay, there we go. That's how you zoom in. But I'm looking for the key. Yeah, even zooming in, it doesn't look particularly great, considering the graphics. I mean, the performance is not good. I don't know. But considering how you play the game, that's what I'm trying to say, how you play it.
Not in town.
60 frames is not absolutely necessary, but still, 3.8 GB of VRAM,
Good day.
that's a little much. Yeah, I could zoom in, here I am. Yeah, I missed the buttons. I'm trying to find the button to swap the graphics. I want to see the difference. Not that, not that, not that. Maybe this. F1. There you go. Legacy and Resurrected, F5. Oh yeah, I mean, guys, it's definitely a lot better. Yeah, still, the performance, a lot to be desired with the performance, but visually there's not even a comparison. I mean, look at this. This was the original. This is now. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no. Every once in a while I'm going to swap the graphics because it's super impressive what technology we have nowadays. I mean, look at this. This is the old game. This is now. Yeah, that's insane. Look at that. 200 FPS. Yeah, it's more like a remaster, but still, what happened with the performance? Why? That kinda bothers me.
I am Akara. There's a
Yeah, Akara.
place.
Look for dents in the wilderness outside the rogues camp. Okay, let's go. I don't remember you could zoom in on the original. Yeah, you could. There you go.
I shall purge this land.
But yeah,
of the
considering
shadow.
how the game controls, that's fine. It doesn't need to be at 60 frames, but I would like to, considering the visuals. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I was expecting more frames. But still, I'm super impressed about the difference between the original and this. How did we play on this? I never played it, the original, back in the day. I was more of a 3D guy, because at that time I wasn't even born. But still. Yeah, time to play with the classic version. Yeah, if you want to use the classic version, boom, there you go. It's still the same game. Although, the blood... Oh, it's behind the grass. I thought there was no blood. I was scared for a second. Use to run with R. Well, in this one, control is used to run. Thanks for the heads up. I appreciate that. So I can move faster. Yeah, there's even reflections now. Look. There's screen space reflections. Cool. And in the original, there was nothing. It was just black water. Your experience teaches you well. Thank you. Even Red Dead 2 runs better with 1050 Ti. Well, you're comparing completely different games, but I understand the comparison, yeah. How am I getting 1080p 30, well, below 30 looking at this? If on Red Dead 2, an open world, realistic looking thing gets 30 frames, yeah, that's a valid criticism. Although maybe it's an engine limitation, I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty surprised about that in a bad way. But hey, if you wanted Diablo 2 with better graphics, there you go. Here it is. This is the original. This is the new one. Some super streamlined port made to run on that 3060. What do you mean? Yeah, maybe it was. They didn't change much, only increased the graphics, and that's about it. Maybe. What if they used the original engine and tried to add modern stuff? Well, it could be. Who knows? I mean, it's so seamless to change that maybe that's why. But still, visually it's significantly better. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, GTX. Yeah. Probably, maybe it's the same engine, who knows? But still. I was expecting more. I mean, I'm dropping below 30. How? How am I dropping below 30? I swear this is how Diablo 2 looked to me back in the day. Yeah, that's what happens with remakes and remasters nowadays. Well, mostly remasters. People think, oh, it doesn't look that great. And then they say, whoa, man, that's how it looked to me back in the day. Yeah, memories are crazy, man. It happened to me with Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. I was playing the game, saying it like, okay, it's Crash Bandicoot. Then I went back and played the PS1 version. I said, man, my brain changed the graphics. Because literally, I mean, if you look at it like this is how you remember the game. But then, this is how it originally looked. And you think back and you say, man, my brain is incredible. I mean, yeah, the difference, night and day. Ninja Gaiden Collection also sucks, yeah, but they now added an options menu. I should make a new video on that. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, it's on the X12. What the hell? That's kind of weird. Not sure why it's a DX12 game then. Who knows? Alright, come on. Die. Yeah, it's a game where you collect things, so it kinda makes sense. I don't know. I'm fine with it. Even running at 30 frames. Although, this is a game I wouldn't lower the resolution for. I mean, nothing against the game, of course. But if you're playing at 30 frames, on a game where everything is very tiny, I'd rather have extra resolution on this one. Yeah, that's the fun part. If you play with the old graphics, you get like 200 frames, easy. And then, if you go to the new graphics, you get 30 frames. But the difference is night and day, let's be honest, guys. I mean, yeah, visually speaking, on a whole new level. Why is the game decreasing FPS? Because I'm swapping between new graphics and old graphics. The old graphics, as you can see, well, they were pretty basic. But if you press F5, you change to the new graphics, and that's how it goes. So yeah, you can play the game like before, or you can just use the new graphics that are significantly more demanding, but still, again, not sure why the game is so demanding on the GPU. Maybe the X12 is messing with the 1050 Ti, I don't know. Do you like the music? Yeah, I like the music. Sounds good. It sounds... how to say it? It sounds adequate to the setting of what's going on the screen, I would say. Yeah, this time around I risked the video to be able to put music. Hopefully it doesn't get taken down.
Turn back.
Oh yeah. Turn back!
Turn back. I can tell that you need more experience to fight Halt.
Oh, I need more experience. No! I keep going. Entering the cold plains. Waypoint. Oh, okay, I can fast travel back. Cool, 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 cool. Let's add more strength. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I played Diablo 3 a couple of times, but that's about it. 60 FPS settings. Yeah, let's do a 60 frames per second settings, which would probably be 720p. So let me super quickly check that out for you guys. So if I put 75% resolution. Okay, 75% resolution. So 1080 times 0.75. Okay, 810p would be for 50 to 60 frames. So 810p. So this is 80% resolution, I think. Yeah, 75% resolution. So this is how you get 60 frames on this game. So yeah, I mean, I don't recommend lowering the settings personally because you get a very small performance uplift. And this is a game where things on the screen are pretty tiny. So I rather personally play at 30 frames. But if you want 50 to 60, well, this is how, I think. Maybe let's put it on high instead. There we go. On high instead of very high. So high settings. But it runs bad, considering how it looks, in my opinion at least. It runs pretty bad. Okay, yeah, we got a couple extra frames there. But if you don't mind lowering the resolution. Still, I'm still blown away by the difference between the original and the remaster. Despite that though, I was expecting way better performance than this. I mean, come on. It's not like it's photorealism or something. Texture quality is still very high. Yeah, I know, but it doesn't make much of a difference in this one. If I put it on low even, I mean, it's the same performance. So textures in this case doesn't matter that much. I'll keep it on high just to keep you guys happy. But I mean, it's using like all the VRAM, almost all the VRAM. So no, lowering the textures doesn't help that much. I wish. Would be nice. Anyway, so that's the 1050 Ti. As you can see, I was expecting more frames, but hey, I don't know how the engine works. I'm not sure why it's DX12 to begin with. That's kind of weird. Oh, okay, there are extra shadows. Cool stuff. Alright. So, to get 60 frames, 50 to 60 better said, you can do high settings with 75% resolution scale, and that's basically it. Then, if you want 30 frames, I would just go for the highest settings. Hang on, I cannot put it at 100. Really? Sure, 101, why not? What a weird game. What a weird options menu. Better said. Okay, so as I was saying, highest settings would be my choice for 30 frames per second on 1080p. So you get decent enough visuals, 30 frames per second, since this is not like a first-person shooter where you need those reflexes. But still, considering the visuals, I was expecting way better numbers. I mean, come on. Looking forward to Diablo 4, yeah. Hopefully they don't mess it up. And hopefully it runs the same as this. And it looks better, hopefully. Maybe I'm hoping a little bit too much. Why can't I download the game on battle.net? You gotta select from a list the beta option. But hang on, we're going to swap GPUs now. So 1 second, guys. So for the people that cannot access the game, make sure when you're on battle.net, that game version is set to beta. So click here where it says, it will be like this, Diablo 2 Resurrected, won't say anything. Click here, beta, and it should allow you to download it right away. So let's swap GPUs now. So gotta go for the 570. Because, well, there's not a lot to talk about with the options. It's pretty straightforward. Play on very high on 1080p for 30 frames. Play on 810p on high for 50 to 60, and that's basically it for the 1050 Ti. Pretty disappointed so far. Alright, 570, let's go. Oh guys, and I forgot to install the 1650 Super, so we'll use in the 1650. Let me address that in the title. Sorry guys, I forgot to swap out the 1650 Super from the streaming PC. My mistake. My mistake. Man, the next gen graphics. Yeah, oh my god. Groundbreaking next gen graphical fidelity. All in the tip of our fingers. Domear, lo hago, sí, domer. Lo hago todo el tiempo antes de iniciar los streams. Alright, hang on guys. Won't take long. There we go. I also updated the thumbnail because, you know, gotta be honest. And there we go. 1080p maximum. Alright. While we wait, guys, follow the instructions in the description if you want to check out the game. Personally, I think it's more of a thing for people that played it back in the day and they want to see the difference. So yeah, now we are on the 570. Who's behind that? 1 second. Here, my dog, Max. Here's Max. Hey guys, I'm the one that barks in the background. He just wants to sleep. He's called Max, like Max Payne. Although without the dead family. Anyway. So 570, let's go. Diablo 2 Resurrected beta. So cute. Yeah, it's my dog. So fluffy. Yeah, exactly. Well, Kippy Poo. I was kind of like that on school. Then on high school, I kind of stopped doing that. And now I use that energy to make videos. So thanks. I appreciate that. No, NASA was my cat. My cat. Oh, guys, I have a black cat. If you haven't seen him before, he's called NASA with a seat, like Nazareno. And he actually, unfortunately, passed away a couple weeks ago. He was too old. He was like 15 years old. So I've seen the chat for my cat, Nazareno. Passed away a couple weeks ago. But he had a good time, a good life. 15 years. So yeah. Let's put it on default. Very high. Everything on the highest. Her name is T'Challa. Oh, good name, man. Thanks, guys. No VSync. And we're going to start with the highest settings on 1080p. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the sentiments. Let's go back into the game, shall we? No worries, man. No worries. He had a good time.
Good day.
Are you getting a new cat? No. For now, I'll not get a cat. Okay, so on the 570 I'm getting way better numbers. Let me double check the options. Yeah, there we are. As I was saying, very high settings. I don't know, I'm not getting a new cat for a while. I need time to process that he's gone. But that's fine. It was going to happen eventually. Okay, the 570 runs it significantly better than the 1050 Ti. I'm guessing this due to the X12. The X12 on the Pascal GPUs wasn't 100% perfect at all times. So yeah. On the 570 it's not difficult. Thanks Paradise DK, yeah, rest in pepperonis, my poor kitty. But he had a good time. He was always beside me here, watching while I was doing the live stream. Now it's Max doing it. He's here with me. No worries, Mr. Robot. Sorry to hear. Yeah, you reminded me that my cat passed away a couple weeks ago. I mean, it's been so fast. But it happens. I mean, pets have an expiration date, unfortunately. So, as you can see, it's pretty easy to run on the 570. And if you put the old graphics, well, you can kinda see the difference. Still, I was expecting better performance than this on a top-down game. But hey, we used to have 2 Wildcats. We got them from Center Parks when I worked there. Oh, nice. You still have them? Never saw one in real life. This beta has co-op. As far as I know, this is a multiplayer beta. But I'm not 100% sure on that. I mean, I'm such a noob that I should have encountered people already, right? I mean, this is the very beginning of the game. Diablo 3 will run better and it looks better in my opinion. That's fine, man. That's a valid opinion. I cannot give my opinion out because I never played the originals, so... But if you want to see the originals, there you go. Press F5 and you're going to see the old graphics. I still cannot believe that the game looked like this back then. That's insane. Yeah, the difference is night and day. Yeah, here the 1050 Ti versus 570 difference is like 50%. Sorry, almost 100% better. It depends really, but I think it's due to the API. The X12 usually isn't perfect on the 1050 Ti, but still, it's impressive that the 570 is getting that higher numbers. That's kinda insane. So yeah. But still, I cannot I cannot believe still how the visuals changed. Alright. Let's put it on high now. There we go. FXAA maybe. Yeah, FXAA helps. So we're using high settings now. So 1080p high settings on the 570. Yeah, Jim, that's right. But hey, that makes it more fun, I think. Oh, sorry to hear that, Paradise DK. You feel healthy. Yeah. That happens when I drink mate. I feel healthy. Oh, game is multiplayer but with closed lobbies. Okay. Gotcha, gotcha. So I would be able to play it with friends if I had any. Did you see Ukulele on Epic Store? I found a mod from 2 years ago to get it working in VR. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, that game, I played it a little bit. It feels like Discount Banjo-Kazooie. But the camera was really annoying, at least for me. I don't know. It was kinda uncomfortable to move the camera in that game. We are your friends. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I am also your friend. Although it's kinda weird because I read you guys, but I don't know you guys personally in any way. You see my face, you know how I talk, but to me, you guys I cannot see your faces, I cannot hear your voices. It's kind of weird. Because you guys know me, we have a good relationship, but at the same time, I don't know each of you individually, which is it's kind of an odd feeling. So yeah, chat friends is good. I mean, without the chat, I couldn't be here, so thanks, guys. Alright, so for 50 to 60 frames, I would say high settings is okay on the 570. Again, this is not a game where I would necessarily aim for 60 frames. I mean, I'm just clicking on stuff at the right moment. So it doesn't seem to be anything that destroys the experience. So yeah, as long as you're about 30, you should be fine. The cursor is not affected by the frame rate. Hey, Zizix. How's it going, man? Would you recommend the 570? Yeah, if you can afford one, go for it. Good card, considering the age we're coming through at the moment. So yeah, performance is good, on the 570 at least. Still, I was expecting better, but hey, who am I to judge? Oh no, Mark, it can't be, your face is not on the internet, how could you? Alright, I think I've seen enough of the 570. The game runs fine on this card. Overall, I was expecting more again. Not sure why it runs this way. But hey, it's playable, if you wanted to know. There you go. Dead reduced to atoms. Is a GTX 1650 Super a bottleneck for the i3-8100? Should be okay in most games. Some games might not lock to 60 frames because CPU limitations. But hey, again, let's compare the graphics. Oh man, I cannot believe that this was how it looked back then. That's insane. And now it's 3D models everywhere. Wonder 750 Ti, will you test it today? No, not on this one. I'm doing the 1650. The 750 Ti, I'm being a little bit lighter on it because I think it's dying. My PC has been rebooting a couple times when I use it, so I'm trying to see if I can get another one because mine is starting to die. I mean, I've been using it since 2014 every single day, almost every single day, doing benchmarks. Original looks better, I don't know. Would you say so? I mean, it's a different style. I don't think it looks better. Come on, let's be honest. How can this be better than this? I mean, come on. Don't let your eyes fool you. I mean, if you like the old game aesthetic, yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, you must be blind or something. Yeah, no. If this was better, we shouldn't have this then. I was joking. Okay. Okay. You're pardoned.
Greetings, stranger. I'm not surprised to see your
Oh, a lot of words. Alright. Oh, a chest. A private stash. I have arrows. Yeah, I grabbed a lot of stuff. Let's keep it all like it is. We're going to now swap to the 1650. I mean, the 570... I don't know, there's not much else to do. 1080p high was 50 to 60 frames. So yeah, and as you can see, you also have options for the original game when you swap to it. So I use the highest resolution available, the highest settings available for the legacy version. Which is pretty funny that they allow you to change that. I mean, just keep it like this. So yeah, anyway, let's swap to the 1650 non-super. Because I forgot about to swap out the 1650. Sí, pero Mati, no hay más resoluciones disponibles en la versión vieja. Hasta ahí llega. Alright guys, time to swap GPUs again. One sec. Here goes. 570, good job. Did way better than the 1050 Ti this time. By like, yeah, more than 50% faster. 1650 on Super. Because again, the Super version, it's on the streaming PC. I forgot to swap it out. My mistake. Alright. Those graphs swapping is probably for more sold copies. What do you mean? Alright. Delicious mate. Come on, you got this. Come on, computer, install those drivers. Mate, hell yeah. My newest addiction. Well, my newest addiction. It exists for, well, more than 100 years probably. I did nothing special. Alright. Login in. ¿Qué tarjeta video van? En la 1650. So guys, we're doing the 1650 non-super because again I forgot to put the 1650 super outside of the streaming PC. My bad. So yeah, in a few minutes I'm going to have to go for like 2 minutes. Someone needs the door opened to my house. So apologies in advance. Battle.net. Yeah, sure. And we put it on the highest settings. So there we go. Highest settings, 1080p. Your best GPU, 1650 Super at the moment. Play. Let's go, Jeff Bezos. The Amazon warrior. No water, only mate. Hell yeah. Cheers. Yeah, I drink water. Sometimes. Okay, interesting. So the 1650 non-super in this game, whoa, seems to be running worse at the 570. I mean, pretty close, but a few frames behind. So expect the 1650 Super to be 10 frames ahead of this one. But yeah, it seems that this game runs better on AMD cards. In this case though, I am lowering those textures. Appears to be using more VRAM on this one. Yeah, on this Nvidia card, using a lot of VRAM. So, hang on. Going to close the game and reopen it. Just to fix those textures. Yeah, how odd. On the 1050 Ti, I didn't have any problems with those textures. Weird. Pretty chilled out stream. Yeah, I mean, there's no other way to do it. It cannot be any other way, mister. So as I was saying, expect like 10 frames more on the 1650 Super. Something like that. That's my expectation. Let's see if we can stay below 4 gigs over usage. I'm from Uruguay, sir, South America. Let's see. Okay. Now we're talking. So as I was saying, don't use the highest textures, especially if you have an Nvidia card. So yeah, now I'm getting similar numbers to the 570. Not a sponsor? No, not in a million years. Those people do not need sponsors. So yeah, it's kinda at the level of the 570, a little bit behind, so 1650 Super probably locked 60 is pretty easy, I'm guessing. So yeah, let's run around a little bit.
Well,
Talk. Gossip. Den of Evil. Introduction. Cancel. What yerba do you use? It's in the description. Everything that I use, including the yerba mate I drink, is all in the description. If you guys want to use it. Whoa. That lag though. Akata. Let's trade. I'll give you an arrow. And you give me a book. Oh, I don't have enough money for that. Anyway. Let's go the other way then. Bloodmore.
I shall purge this land of the shadow.
Yeah, let's purge it. And again, for the people wondering, what's the difference in graphics with the original? Well, the original is just an F5 away. This is the original. This is the new version. But the game is basically the same, so... yeah. That's why it will feel outdated if you haven't played the original. Cheers! Yeah, purge. Purge. A zombie. A zombo. Your experience teaches you well. Hell yeah. Dead, reduced to atoms. Yeah, give me that axe. So yeah, as you can see, basically over 40 frames, depending on what's on screen. VRAM is pretty in check. So let's now try high settings. So we drop to high, and FXAA, as you can see there. So 1080p high settings is the new settings, and this gave me basically 50 to 60 on the 570. So let's see. Okay, mid 50s. So a little bit behind the 570 in this game. So expect again the 1650 Super should be like 10 frames ahead. Yeah, it still drops into the 50s sometimes. Maybe lower the resolution scale a little bit. Santiago, is this an online game? Not an online game, but you can play it online with closed lobbies and all that. I haven't played the original, so I'm not entirely knowledgeable about it. I only played Diablo 3. A little bit. I should play it. Yeah. People told me it was good. But most of the people that I know that like this franchise always say how wonderful Diablo 2 is, and I don't know, I kinda believe them, yeah. But they played it back in the day, I haven't, so it's hard for me to get interested. This reminds me a lot to... what was the name of this game? A game from Sega, I think it was. I don't remember the name. It came to the Switch recently. It looks just like this. Hang on, guys. 1 second. Be right back. Gotta do something. So in the meantime, I'll let you look at my PC. So look at my computer while I go. So 1 second, guys. Be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Let's keep playing. Whew, I had to run, sorry. So, the thing is that I'm building a studio, so the people that were working on it had to go, so I had to run. Anyways, welcome back. So, what was I doing? 1650 non-super, 1080p, high settings. Rodriguez Montes, ¿cómo andás? I bet he comes back with Titan Quest box. Yeah, Titan Quest, that's the game. That's the one I played. But like a few years back I discovered Titan Quest and I loved it. But then I looked at Diablo and I said, oh, wait a minute. Is this a Diablo-like game? I thought it was the other way around. No. Diablo was way faster to come up with that type of game. So yeah. Literally I played Titan Quest before this. Yeah, Titan Quest.
I am overburdened.
I thought it was Yerba Mate delivery. No, I wish it was that. I ran out of Yerba Mate today. I gotta go to the supermarket to get more. I feel refreshed. Have you played Grim Dawn? No, I haven't. Is it like this one? It's a Diablo style game as well. Because as far as I know, the one, well, as far as I know, the only one I played more seriously was Titan Quest.
Halt. You should complete a car.
Halt! No, I continue. Me get killed in cold plains. ¿Ha jugado el Dante's Inferno? No, todavía no. Quiero jugarlo en RPCS 3, en el emulador de Play 3. What the hell? They're burning! Die, you demon! Do you like horror movies? Not really, it's like on video games. I don't like horror stuff unless I can fight back. So if we're playing a game like Outlast, well, I don't like it because I cannot attack the enemy. Same happens to me with horror movies. I like horror themed stuff, but then if the movie is trying to just scare the crap out of you, well, I'm not into that. Because I cannot fight back. I can only wait for the jump scares. Okay, he wasn't so tough. Lally lule low, lally lule low. Lally lule low, lally lule low. Yeah, basically. People that play Metal Gear understood that reference. Metal Gear? Otacon? What do you mean by Metal Gear? Oh, I'm burning. I'm burning! Yeah, no. Stay away from the fire. Oh, let's see the fire in the original graphics. Okay. Actually, the fire in the old graphics doesn't look half bad. Looks pretty good. Still, yeah. I mean, the new one is way better. But still, the old fire, I'm pretty impressed. People back in the day must have been blown away by the fire effects on this. Oh yeah, let me check that out, Indo-Aryan. Oh yeah, true. You can see more in the older graphics. Yeah, in the new one they covered her up. Interesting. Interesting choices. Oh, too many monsters. Oh no. I screwed up. All dead. I'm so OP. What the hell? Is this game in easy mode? Or what? I can just stab everyone. If you like Titan Quest and Diablo 3, Grim Dawn is a must. Okay. I'll check it out. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, I saw it on Steam a couple times, but I never paid attention. I only saw like the main photo, the cover photo, I think. That is a guy with a hat, but that's about it. Yeah, in the old one, they look like robot machines that they're trying to kill monsters. And in the new one, they feel like people like move robotically to kill red monsters. Alright. Dead, reduced to atoms. Okay. What other skills? Jab. Okay, sure. Give me more. Let's destroy them. Demon! Oh, I'm about to die. Oh no. Okay, at least I got him. I could heal myself quickly. I was lucky, I survived. Killed the shaman. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just clicking on the enemies. The shaman almost kills me though. There you are. Screw you, shaman. Stop getting that close to me. How are you transitioning from old to new graphics? Well, if you have the same keyboard layout as me, this game has two layouts. It's F5 to do this. F5. And if you have the other keyboard binds, it's probably G, the letter G. So yeah, pretty interesting. Again, I'm still blown away by the difference. The difference is night and day. But the performance on the new one is kinda poor, considering how it looks, in my opinion. But still, the contrast between the older one and the newer one, well, yeah, night and day. Although I wish they kept the darker aesthetic of the original. The original looks kinda grimmer than the new one. The new one is kinda grey, should be darker, in my opinion at least. Maybe I'm asking too much. But yeah, this is kinda my only gripe with the graphics. I mean, they look okay, but the original looks kinda more grim. Like, darker. And if you look at the new one, there's not that much darkness. It's kinda dark on the edges, but not as dark as in the original. I don't know. I kinda wish it was darker. That will make it more gritty. Also, no built-in. Yeah, it's built into the game. You press a button and boom, you swap to the old graphics. 30 gigabytes? I don't know, I should check that out, but yeah, it's like 30 to 40 gigabytes. Yeah, no, the difference graphically is insane, but again, I wish it was darker. Just not my cup of tea in comparison to the original in that regard. That's what I dislike about the new one. Seems to be less dark. Yeah, it's like 30 gigs, yeah. Good luck if you have a slow connection. But still, you have time to download if you want to check it out. Especially if you played the original. If you played this back in the day, well, you're probably going to say, hey, but the game looked like this back then. But the game actually looked like this. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. How the brain works. This graphic change in real time was also applied in the Master Chief Collection. Yeah, I tried that out. I'm playing the Master Chief Collection at the moment, the first one. And sometimes I just swap between the graphics to see the difference, and man, it's so much better, especially on the shadows and the amount of detail on the screen. Okay, I killed everyone. Everybody dead. I think that now what I'm doing is swapping to the 750 Ti since you guys requested it. So to close the stream, I'm going to do the 750 Ti. Also guys, one thing I forgot to mention. I saw some Diablo gameplay and I saw that there were a lot of effects on screen when you're in the end game and all that. I'm not seeing any of that here because it's the very beginning of the game, so I'm expecting it to drop frames when that happens, when there's a lot of effects on screen. So yeah, maybe if I get into it, I'll play the final version as well. But so far, considering how it looks, I'm pretty disappointed with the numbers. I don't know, I was expecting more. I'm not saying the original looks better, what I'm saying is, considering how it looks right now, I was expecting way higher FPS. I don't know. Yeah, the original mode is performance mode now. Yeah, this is the performance mode on PC. You got that right, sir. Anyway, let's swap to the 750 Ti, shall we? So we get out of the game. Although first, I'm going to lower everything to the lowest, because those 2 gigs of VRAM will be maxed out right away, on 1080p at least. So yeah, it should have at least 100 FPS. Yeah, probably. That should be more realistic. But who knows what's going on behind the scenes. I'm not saying, oh yeah, it makes sense. I'm just saying, well, I could understand if they have a limitation on the engine side of things, but still, below 60 frames on a top-down game, that doesn't look particularly photorealistic. I don't know, kind of weird. Still, I'm not an engineer, so keep that in mind. What I'm saying that some people said as well, there are better looking games that are not top-down that run a lot better. So, yeah. Let's see how low it can go. So 750 Ti is in. Yeah, not so much going on in this game, and why low FPS? Yeah, I don't know why. I would be interested to know. Mate is killing me, hang on. Where's my water? There you are. See, I drink water as well. How is the weather now in your country? It's winter and it's pretty hot today. It's like 16 degrees, I think. Which I know is not a hot temperature. But considering it's winter and we had like 7 degrees, 15 is a little bit too high for me, in winter at least. Yeah. Okay, it loaded good. It didn't crash. Because sometimes my 750 Ti crashes on my computer. So let's go with the stock settings. Doesn't make sense to go higher at the moment. I'm not expecting good numbers on the 750 Ti, honestly, considering how I run on the 1050 Ti. Well, let's go. So that's 60 degrees in freedom units. Oh, let me check. Let me check that out. Hang on. Yeah, it's 15 degrees Celsius or 59 freedom units. Yeah, exactly. That's 59 59 football fields by AR-13. Basically. I don't even know if the AR-13 exists. I think it's AR-14. Oh no. Sorry, American viewers. Yeah, you can do it, David, or Dodge. You can do it, man. 1650 can do 30 frames on this one. Although, yeah, it should be much higher. But hey, who am I to judge? Okay. Good, 3 frames per second while loading assets. Yeah, probably not a 1080p card for this game. Let's go for 720p right away. Oh, I cannot change the resolution from here for some reason. Okay. Let's do 720p by lowering the resolution scale, which should be how much? 65%? No, 66, 67. Okay, 720p is 67% of 1080p, so let's go to 67. Okay, 66. So, you know Diablo? 66 resolution scale and 6 of sharpening. That gives us 666. Perfect. So, yeah, look at that character. Look at my character on the 750 Ti. Nice. That's beautiful. Yum, yum, yum. Delicious. Yeah, it was struggling even in the menu. Yeah, that's how you know it's bad. The RX 570 is like what? Like 20 minutes ago. Oh, never mind. At 720p I'm getting 60 frames. Okay, the menu was stupidly demanding then. Let's do 1080p then. Native 1080. Okay, never mind. On 1080p low we can play at over 30 frames per second, so not bad. I can probably go a little bit higher. Yeah, maybe the main menu was an issue because there's a higher polygon 3D model. So yeah, interesting. Okay. Let's increase the settings a little bit then. Although that's VRAM usage, almost 2 gigabytes already. I'm going to increase everything to medium. Just to see if anything works. Let's see. Okay, we're still fine. Yeah, maybe more environmental detail and character detail. Yeah, let's do everything. Except in VFX and anti-aliasing and ambient occlusion. Okay, good. So mid-high. This is medium to high settings. Go for max settings? No, at the moment I'm not going for max settings, maybe later. But I wanted to avoid it for a few minutes. Because I want to get into the ones that have a lot of foliage, like this. A lot of foliage. A couple of branches. I don't know why when you get so close to these trees, you lose like 10 frames. Let me tweak the game right there. That's so odd. Okay, there we go. Yeah, medium settings, medium to low settings, I would say. Medium to low. So yeah, at least when you go to the trees, it drops into the mid-20s, not the low 20s. I gotta go fight those monsters again. Playable, yeah, it's playable. I was expecting way worse.
This land of the shadow.
Yeah, let's purge this land of the shadow. Is this poor performance the aftermath of Blizzard's scandal? Yeah, I mean they just keep on digging. Blizzard keeps digging the grave, which is fine. It's funny to see it. I mean they have so much money that they cannot stay afloat. It's hilarious. I'm so glad that I'm not a Diablo fan or an Overwatch fan. I would be torn apart. Or a Warcraft fan, yeah. Not a good time to be a fan of those franchises. The entire game area looks pre-rendered and has less polygon than Path of Exile. Well, there you go. And still we get this performance. But if you play the original, you can play at 200 FPS, as you can see. I mean, yeah, that's how you do it. So yeah, at least, I don't know. Still, those trees at the edge of the map, why does the performance die here? Why? Probably those shadows over there, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll stick to 900p to avoid drops below 30 frames. 900p, what is it? I think it's 75% 1080p. Let me check. No, it's more. 80%, 87%, 86, 85. Yeah, 900p is like 85% 1080p. So yeah, 84. So let's do 84% 1080p, which is 900p. And we're putting it on medium high. Let's be realistic. So this is 85% resolution, which is around 900p, a little bit lower. It doesn't look like it is Resurrected. No, not in this state. It is more... Well, the performance, super disappointing. That's as far as I can go, I think. So let's keep it on high, like that. Let's see if it still drops when I go to the edge of the map. Okay, at least it drops to the upper 20s. Yeah, let's keep it like this. I'm not going to tweak it anymore. Let's keep it like this. I'm good, fam. Yeah. So this is around 900p. So around 900p on high settings, low textures, because you know, 2 gigs of VRAM. Un abrazo de Argentina, bueno, el pibe Rappi. Un abrazo desde Uruguay. Brother. The funny thing is that I don't have that much more FPS in Diablo II than in Cyberpunk on my 580. Yeah, true, man. That's hilarious. I mean, someone was saying in the chat at the beginning of the stream, even Red Dead Redemption 2 runs...
I can't carry anymore.
Runs better. Red Dead 2 runs similar to this on PC. I mean, if you have Red Dead 2 at 720p on the 750 Ti, you can at least get 30 frames and you have something visually super demanding. And this runs pretty similar, which is hilarious because it's nowhere close that level of visuals. I mean, I understand that this is an old game with better graphics,
I can't carry
but I mean, come on, give me 60 frames at least. I'm getting stutters due to VRAM limitations, I'm guessing. I mean, this was the original. Come on, you cannot tell me that this is the best that you can do. And give me this performance. I don't know. Oh, a cow. Nice. Nice cow. Let's see how the cow was back then. Okay. Looks like a cow still. So yeah. The performance doesn't make sense. Let's keep it like that. And the VRAM usage also doesn't belong there. I mean, even Witcher 3 uses less VRAM than this. I wonder how GTA remasters will work. Yeah, I hope they use a new engine or something, and they are faithful to the older graphics but keeping better effects. So for example, give me GTA San Andreas with better models, better shadows, better lighting overall, and I'll play them from start to finish. I don't need much, really. Yeah, I'm not going back. Let's continue. Kill the cattle. How? I don't know how. How can you change between the old and the new? I use F5, but in some keyboard bindings, you use the letter G. So either G or F5. This is the original, by the way. And this is a new one. Yeah, I mean, the difference is huge visually, but in comparison to newer games, to new games that have better graphics, this doesn't run particularly well. It runs pretty poorly, considering how it looks. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know. I'm disappointed with the performance. With the visuals, yeah, I'm impressed when I compare it to the original. I mean, this is what it used to be. I mean, in comparison to this, yeah, I mean, it's miles ahead, technically speaking, but I mean, we're in 2021. If you give me something that look like this, I'm not expecting it to be 30 frames on a 1050 Ti on 1080p. I don't know. Plug a controller? Sure, let's try with a controller. Hang on, before I die. Gotta fix myself up. Never played a game like this with a controller. Let's try it out. Good choice. Okay. Oh, interesting. How do I okay. Yeah, the controller is comfortable. I'm using an Xbox controller. Although, how do I change to the old graphics with a controller? That kinda has me at a loss.
I can't carry anymore.
But cool that I can play with a controller as well. So for the Steam Deck, once the Steam Deck shows up, you'll be able to play Diablo 2 Resurrected. Yeah, with the controller it's pretty comfortable to move the character. But still, performance is, yeah, not good. Diablo 3 doesn't support pad, only mouse and keyboard. Oh, that's interesting. Although, how is that even possible? Isn't Diablo 3 on the consoles as well? I think it was on the Switch, even. What do you mean, doesn't have controller support on PC? Steam Deck can probably hit 60 frames in this. Considering it's a DX12 title, yeah, probably. Probably 40 to 60. So yeah. I mean, it would be nice. I died. Oh no, I died. I finally died. And I'm glad that the old version also allows to use a controller. So good stuff. At least that's something they got right. The game controls well. Oh, the FPS counter. Hang on, guys. Where's the FPS counter? What the? Okay, my FPS counter disappeared for some reason. What the heck? Hang on. I'm going to fix that. There we go. Now we're talking. Yeah, that was weird. Anyway, looking real cute today, Santiago. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. You're looking real nice today as well. Where did you get Quake Remastered? I got a code from Bethesda, but Quake Remastered is actually just Quake on PC. You don't need to buy any new version. So if you have Quake on Steam, you already have access to the remastered version. So you don't need to do anything if you already have it. And if you don't have it, you just need to buy Quake on Steam. It's a free update, so... Guys, if you haven't already, Quake is now upgraded on PC and it's now on the consoles as well. And it has the old graphics, but with better lighting and better models and all that. And it works fantastically well. I tried it a few hours ago. But you don't need to rebuy anything. If you already have Quake on Steam, it's just a matter of downloading an update and boom, you got Quake Remastered. Thanks for watching, guys. Did you test the 570 yet? Yeah, it was high settings, 60 frames. So yeah, it ran pretty well. But it uses a lot of VRAM, that's why I'm getting those stutters. Thanks, by the way, will you do Skyrim Anniversary Edition? Is the Anniversary Edition coming to PC as well? Or is it something only for PS5 and Xbox Series X? Genuinely curious. See, this game is logged at 30 on Switch. Oh, okay. Makes sense, I mean... Considering how it runs on PC, I would be surprised if the Switch ran it at 60 frames. It doesn't run well, at all. Considering how it looks, I mean. But there's a nice thing that you can swap between the old and the new graphics. And again, there's some censorship going on with the character here on the new version, which someone told me on the chat, as you can see there. Which I don't mind personally, but it's a change. So yeah. The Switch runs this at 60 frames per second? No, I don't think so. I think it was 30 frames, somebody told me.
I can't carry anymore.
Let's see. Let me check that out for you guys. Diablo 2 to Switch frame rate. No, Diablo 2 is 30 frames on the Switch. Unless you're playing on the older mode, on the legacy version. Which means, if you play like this, it's probably going to be 60 frames on the Switch. And I'm not sure why now the game is locked at 29 frames. I don't know. Maybe because I'm out of VRAM. I'm all out of VRAM. Let me restart the game. Have you ever pre-ordered some game? Yeah, I pre-ordered Hitman Absolution. And after that I never pre-ordered again. Well, I pre-ordered GTA 5 on PC because I was going to cover it anyway. And it was a pretty good choice. It was one of my most watched videos, so yeah. You never open inventory or just kills. Yeah, I'm not here to play the game. I'm here to show you guys performance. I know what I'm doing. Not really. I don't know what I'm doing. And as you can see, the menu runs bad because there's a 3D model of the character, which is pretty odd choice, but hey, I'll take it. So the menu runs bad, but the game itself runs better, way better than the menu. 4 GB is the very minimum VRAM now, yeah, true. Although with 2 gigs you can get away with it a few times. Yeah, I don't know why now the performance is way worse. Let me double check the options menu. Yeah, I don't know, something is off about the options menu, not sure why. Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused. I restarted the game and it runs worse now. Unless I'm playing the legacy version. Oh look, Jeff Bezos' corpse. Perfect. I'm so glad I named my character Jeff Bezos. So Amazon is no more. Opinion on Back 4 Blood. Back 4 Blood is fun, but it doesn't have a soul, at least in my opinion. It's trying too hard to be Left 4 Dead, at least for what I played so far. We'll see once the full game releases.
I can't carry anymore.
But yeah. Anyway, if I press tab... Oh, okay. Game name and password. Gotcha. Interesting, I didn't know that. Thanks for the heads up. But I think I had enough for now. I don't know. I changed the options, then I restart the game and it's not fine. Yeah, I think I'm doing medium and leave it like that. Yeah. Let me restart the game once more, just to double check. Double, triple check. If there was anything wrong there. So, medium settings. And let me see if there's any videos on Diablo 2. Okay, everything on low on 1080p and he gets 50 frames. Yeah, makes sense. That's what I got. So it runs as absolute garbage. Nice. I noticed Mate in your friend list. Yeah, Mate is Mateo, a friend of mine. He called himself Mate, but that's a fun one, man. He hasn't connected in a while. You can change the legacy game resolution too. Yeah, but up to 800 by 600. You cannot go higher than that on the legacy version. So yeah, come on, load. Yeah, I don't know, in some parts it's fine, in some others it drops below 30. Yeah, no. Probably because it's raining in the game, I think. So yeah, not even consistent across the same map as before. Disappointed. But yeah, in the legacy version you can select the resolution, but it goes up to 800 by 600, so you cannot go higher than that. But if you do that, you can play with the old graphics, but at that point why not just play Diablo 2? Yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I had enough, I think. The game doesn't run well considering the visuals, but it's a big leap over Diablo 2, which isn't saying much, honestly. I mean, improving on this shouldn't be super difficult. But the performance, considering the visuals right now, pretty bad. So hopefully they improve it in the future. But as of right now in the beta it runs like this. So see you guys next time. I'm going to have a more chill Friday. I had enough of Diablo 2. I'm probably going to play some Quake that has been remastered. It's been a lot of fun. I played it a few hours today. I'm going to play a little bit more. So yeah, see you guys next time and thanks for watching. Bye bye. And good luck Blizzard recovering from everything that's going on at the moment. See you guys. Love you all. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Game looks fine, but it should run better. That's kind of the point. Thank you.